Hi friends, today we will see another paper, that is GATE CS paper 2019, and again I will tell the answers as I have promised to do so. So this will again be a quick revision for all of us, right? So let's start. The first question is the expenditure on the project dash as follow. Equipment is 20 lakhs, right? And salaries 12 lakh and contingency rupees 3 lakhs. So what will be in the blank space? So the answer will be breaks down. So the expenditure on the project breaks down as follows, right? So these will be the sentence. Now the search engine's business model dash around the fulcrum of trust. So for the second, the answer will be revolves. So the search engine's business model revolves around the fulcrums of trust. Third question is two cars start at the same time from the same location and go in the same direction. The speed of the first car is 50 kilometer per hour and the speed of the second car is 60 kilometer per hour. So the number of hours it takes for the distance between the two cars to be 20 kilometers. So that is our answer will be the answer, right? The seventh question is, in the given diagram, teachers are represented in the triangle, researchers in the circle, and administrators in the rectangle. Out of the total number of the people, the percentage of administrators shall be the range of dash. So here our answer will be this one C, that is 31 to 45. So again, you can get the answer from this diagram only. Eighth question is, a recent High Court judgment has sought to dispel the idea of beginning as a disease which leads to its stigmatization, right, and criminalization, and to regard it as a symptom. The underlying diseases is the failure of the state to protect citizens who fall through the social security net. So which one of the following statement can be inferred from the given passage? So for 8, our answer will be B, that is beggars are created because of the lack of social welfare schemes. Now question number 9, in a college there are 3 students clubs. 60 students are only in the drama club, 80 students are only in the dance club, 30 students are only in the math club, 40 students are in both drama and dance club, 12 students are in both dance and math clubs, 7 students are both drama and math clubs, and 2 students are in all the club. If 75% of the students in the college are not in any of these clubs, then the total number of students in the college is dash. So for 9, our answer is C, that is total number of students are 900. Next question is 10th. 3 of the 5 students allocated to a hostel put in special request. So let me zoom it a bit first, right? Here we go. So 10th question is, 3 of the 5 students allocated to a hostel put in special request to the warden. Given the floor plan of the vacant rooms, select the allocation plan that will accommodate all their request by X due to pollen allergy. I want to avoid a wing next to the garden. Request by Y is, I want to live as far from the washrooms as possible since I am very sensitive to smell. Request by Z is, I believe in Vastu and so I want to stay in the southwest wing. Now the shaded rooms are already occupied. So WR is washroom in this diagrams, right? So here what our answer will be. Now for the 10th, our answer is D, that is this figure will the answer. Again you can read the statement properly and get the answer. I hope you have done earlier when you solved this paper, and now you could able to recall how did you got that. Now, next question. These are the core subjective question. A certain processor uses a fully associative cache of size 16 KB. The cache block size is 60 bytes. Assume that the main memory is byte addressable and uses a 32-bit address. How many bits are required for the tag and the index fields, respectively, in the address generated by the processor? So question 1, again the answer is D, that is at 28 bits and 0 bits. Now the second is the chip select logic for a certain DRAM chip in memory system design is shown below. Assume that the memory system has 16 address lines denoted by A15 to A0. What is the range of addresses in hexadecimal of the memory system that can get enabled by the chip selected CS signal? So for question 2, our answer will be A, that is C800 to CFF, right? You can get it from this diagram. Third question is, which one of the following kinds of derivation is used by LR parsers? So for 3, our answer is D, that is write Morse in reverse. Fourth question is, in 16-bit 2's complement representation, the decimal number minus 28 is what? So for 4, our answer will be C, as I hope you remember that if the number is in minus, so that the number will always start with 1, okay? And if it is positive, then it will start with the 0. I think that is the MSB and LSB concept. You might know that. Now for fifth question, let this expression, right, and now consider the following two statement. A is this one, B is this expression. So which of the above statement is true for them? For question 5, our answer is C, that is both A and B are true for this particular universal statement. Which one of the following is not a valid identity? Right, so for 6, when we solve this, we got the answer as B. So this is not the valid identity if we try to open or solve this. Now question number 7 is, if L is a regular language over sigma AB, which one of the following language is not regular? So for 7, the answer is our B, that is WWR, where W belongs to L. Now question number 8, consider Z equals to X minus Y, where X and Y and Z are all in sign magnitude form. X and Y are each represented in n bits. To avoid overflow, the representation of Z would require a minimum of what? So for 8, our answer is C, n plus 1 bit. Okay, let X be a square matrix. Consider the following two statement on X. First is X is invertible. Second is determinant of X is non-zero. So for 9, our answer is D, that is first and second are equivalent statement. All right. Question number 10 is, let G be an arbitrary group. Consider the following relation on G. So this is the R1, this is the R2. Which of the above is or are equivalent relation? Right, so for 10th, our answer is B, that is R1 only. Consider the following two statements about database transaction schedule. Okay, so first, strict two-phase locking protocol generates conflict serializable schedule that are also recoverable. Timestamp ordering concurrency control protocol with Thomas Wright rule can generate view serializable schedules that are not conflict serializable. So for 11, our answer is C, that is both 1 and 2. So these are true. Okay. Question number 12 is asking that let G be an undirected complete graph on n vertices where n is greater than 2. Then the number of difference Hamiltonian cycle in G is equal to what? So for 12, our answer is C or D. So either this will be the answer or this will be the answer, right? Both were same when we resolve. But sometime what happens, let's say this is only MCQ, so either you can select C or D. For both answer you will get the number, right? But if it is MSQ type question, so you will have to select both. Now it is asking that compute this limit question. All right, so once again, when you go step by step and solve the question, you will get the answer as C, that is 108 by 7. 14th question is, which one of the following statement is not correct about the B positive tree data structure used for creating an index of a relational database table? So for 14, our answer is B, that is non-leaf nodes have pointer to data records. Now for 15, for sigma AB, let us consider the regular language L equals to x when x equals to a to the power 2 plus 3k, or y is this. Which one of the following can be pumping length? So the constant guaranteed by the pumping lemma for L is, so for this our answer will be D, that is 24. Which of the following protocol pairs can be used to send and retrieve emails in that order? So for 16 our answer will be B, that is SMTP and POP. So these both are used to send, right, and retrieve emails. So POP3 will basically give the access to retrieve the information from that mail, and where SMT is responsible to send the mail. Now 17, the following C program is executed on a Unix or Linux system. All right, so this is the program. Now the total number of child processes created is, so here if we execute or hit and trial the program, we will find there are total number of 31 child processes that will be created once we execute the program. Next question is, consider the following C program. Okay, so these there is a function that is jumble, and we are calling this jumble from the main, right? So the function is getting called twice, one for y and next for x. So the value printed by the program is what? So for 18 we will get the answer as 26. So once again, if you hit and try the program, you will definitely get the answer as 26. For 29, consider the grammar given below. So this is the grammar that we have. Let A be D and $B indexes as follows. Okay. Now compute the follow set of the non-terminal B and write the index value for the symbol in the flow set in the descending order. For example, if the flow set is ABD, then the answer should be 3210. So for 19, our answer will be 31. Okay. For 20, it is asking that an array of 25 distinct element is to be sorted using quicksort. Assume that the pivot element is chosen uniformly at random. The probability that the pivot element gets placed in the worst possible location in the first round of partitioning rounded off to 2 decimal places is what? So for 20, our answer will be 0.08. Okay, now the value of 3 to the power 51 mod 5 is what? So for 21st we will get the answer as 2. Okay, so basically again, when such question you have to get the prime or non-prime factors first. Okay, and in this way, when you solve this problem, you will get the answer. So that was the trick I was telling you. But if you have already solved this, hope you remember how did you get the 2 as answer. Question number 22 is, two numbers are chosen independently and uniformly at random from the set 1 to dash dash 13. The probability rounded off to 3 decimal places that their 4-bit unassigned binary representation have the same most significant bit is what? So for 22, we will get the answer as 0.502 to 0.504. Now 23 is, consider 3 concurrent processes P1, P2 and P3 as shown below, which access a shared variable D that has been initialized to 100. So these are the 3 processes. The processes are executed on a uniprocessor system running a time shared operating system. If the minimum and maximum possible value of D after the 3 processes have completed execution are X and Y respectively, then the value of Y minus X is what? So if you solve this particular question, you will get answer as 80, that is 80. Okay. Now consider the following C program. Okay, this is the program that we have, and array, then we are getting a printf statement. So the number that will be displayed in execution of the program, again you can hit and run the program and you will get the answer as 6. So for this particular question, we will have the answer as 6. Consider a sequence of 14 elements. A equals to this one. The subsequence sum Sij equals to this. Determine the maximum of Sij where 0 less than equals to I less than equals to j less than 14. So divide and conquer approach may be used. So for 25 the answer is 29. Okay. Consider the following C function void convert int n. If n is less than 0, printf this one and else this one. Now which one of the following will happen when the function convert is called with any positive integer n as argument? So if you read all these statements, you will get answer as D, that is it will not print anything and will not terminate, because if n is any positive argument, let's say n is 1, all right, so in this case the if condition will not execute but the else will execute. And here you can see the same function call is again, that is convert n by 2. So when the else part will execute it, the printf statement is after the function call. So every time the function will get called in iterative manner and there will be no reach to this statement. So basically this line is called as unreachable code, right? So the answer will be D, that is it will not print anything and will not terminate. Now for 27, it is asking that this is the following C program, all right, and which one of the following value will display on the execution of this program. Okay, so again there is a function R and we are calling this function inside the for loop. Okay, here you can see that, and in the printf statement we are getting the returned value. So for again 27, the answer will be B, that is 52. So if you hit and try the program, you will get the answer. Now 28 is consider three machine MN and P with IP address of this one and this respectively. The subnet mask is set to this for all the three machines. Which one of the following is true? So for 28 our answer will be C, as only N and P belongs to the same subnet, right? Now for 29, suppose that in an IP over Ethernet network, a machine X wishes to find the MAC address of another machine Y in its subnet. Which one of the following technique can be used for this? So for 29, our answer will be C, that is X sent an ARP request packet with broadcast MAC address in its local subnet. All right. Next question is 30, that is consider the three four variable function f1, f2, and f3 which are expressed of sum of min terms, as f1 is this, f2 is this, and f3 is this. For the following circuit with one AND gate and one XOR gate, the output function f can be expressed as, so for 30 we will get the answer as A, that is summation of 7, 8 and 11. Now 31 is which one of the following language over sigma equals to AB is not context free. So for 31 our answer will be C, that is this is not context free. Now 32, let the set of functional dependency f equals to this hold on a relation schema. X is this. X is not in BCNF. Suppose X is decomposed into two schemas, Y and Z, where Y PR and Z QRS. So consider the two statement given below. So these are the two statements which of the above statements are correct. So for 32 our answer will be C, that is only C will be our correct answer. Now 33, assume that in a certain computer the virtual addresses are 64 bits long and the physical addresses are 48 bits long. The memory is word addressable, the page size is 8 KB and the word size is 4 byte. The translation look aside buffer TLB in the address translation path has 128 valid entries. At most, how many distinct virtual address can be translated without any TLB miss? So for 33 our answer will be B, that is 256 multiplied by 2 to the power 10. I hope if you have already solved this, you get that formula, how you put that in the process and get this answer. Now 34, consider the following sets. Okay, these are the set and which of the above set are uncountable. So for 34 our answer is again B, that is S3 and S4. So where S3 is setting is telling that set of all language over the alphabet 0 1 and set of non-regular language over the alphabet 0 1. So these are uncountable answer that we have, right? So again, as I said that I'm telling the answer only just because I know you have done a lot of preparation. If not, so this video will definitely help you, because if you have already solved previous year question paper, so this will help you in recap or recall all the answers and the formula or the process those are used in the questions. And secondly, if you haven't prepare previous year question, so firstly I would request you should do that. But if you are you don't have much time to do that, you can no go with these videos, because I'm telling answer just because sometime the same question from this paper will be appear in your next exam, right? So you should be ready for that as well. So let's continue. The 35th question is, consider the first order predicate formula theta. This is the formula here. B denotes that A divides B, right? Where A and B are integer. Consider the following set. So these are the set. Now it is asking that which of the above set satisfy this theta. So for 35 our answer will be C, that is S2 and S3 will satisfy this function. So set of all positive integer and set of all integers. Now 36, consider the following grammar and semantic action to support the inherited type declaration attribute, that is let x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 and x6 be the placeholders for the non-terminal DTL or L1 in the following table, right? So which one of the following are the appropriate choices for x1, x2, x3 and x4? So again for 36 our answer will be A, that is x1 is this, x2 is this, x3 is this and x4 is this. So A will be our right answer. 37 is there are n unsorted array a1, a2, an. Assume that n is odd. Each of a1, a2 and an contains n distinct element. There are no common element between any two array. The worst case time complexity of computing the median of the medians of a1, a2 and an is what? So for 37 our answer is C, that is the order of n square, right? Let G be any conducted weighted undirected graph, right? For 38, G has a unique minimum spanning tree. If no two edges of G have the same weight, G has a unique minimum spanning tree. If for every out of G there is a unique minimum weight edge crossing the cut, which of the above two statements are true? So for 38 our answer will be C, that is both 1 and 2 are true. Now 39, consider the following snapshot of a system running n concurrent processes. Process I is holding xi instances of resources r. 1 is less than equals to I is less than equals to n. Assume that all instances of r are currently in use. Further, for all I processes, I can place a request for a most yi additional instances of R while holding the xi instances. It already has of the n processes. There are exactly two processes P and Q such that yp, yq and equals to 0. Which one of the following conditions guarantees that no other processes apart from P and Q can complete execution? So for 39 our answer is A again, that is this expression. Consider the following statement. The smallest element in a max heap is always at leaf node. The second largest element in a max heap is always a child of the root node. A max heap can be constructed from a binary search tree in order of n time. A binary search tree can be constructed from a max heap in order of n time. So which one of the above statement are true? So for 40 our answer will be A. So both 1, 2 and 3 are true. That is, the smallest element in a max heap is always at leaf node, right? The second largest element in a max heap is always child of the root node. And third is, a max heap can be constructed from a binary search tree in order of n time. 41 is consider the following four processes with arrival time in millisecond. The higher length of CPU burst in millisecond is shown below. So for 41, this is the diagram. These processes are run on a single processor using primitive shortest remaining time. First scheduling algorithm, if the average waiting time of the processes is 1 millisecond, then the above of G is. So for 41, our answer will be 2 and 2. Now the index node, inode of a Unix like file system has 12 direct, one single indirect and one double indirect pointers. The disk block size is 4 KB and the disk block address is 32 bits long. The maximum possible file size is rounded of 1 decimal places is. For 42, the answer is 3.7 to 3.8, or you can get one more answer for this, that is 4.0 to 4.1, right? So you can write either of them or both. Consider the argumented grammar given below. So this is the grammar. Let I1 closure is this. The number of item in the set go to. This is what. So for 43, our answer will be 5 for this particular question. Consider the following matrix. Okay, the above the absolute value of the product of eigenvalue of R is. So for 44, our answer will be 12 here. So you can solve this and get that too. Now 45th question is, a certain processor deploys a single level cache. The cache block size is 8 words and the word size is 4 bytes. The memory system uses a 60 MHz clock to service a cache miss. The memory control first takes one cycle to accept the starting address of the block. It then takes 3 cycles to fetch all the 8 words of the block and finally transmits the word of the requested block at the rate of 1 word per cycle. The maximum bandwidth for the memory system when the program running on the processor issue a series of read operation is this dash this. So for 45, our answer will be 160 multiplied by 10 to the power 6 byte per second. 46 is, let T be a full binary tree with 8 leaves. A full binary tree has every level full, right? Suppose two level A and B of T are chosen uniformly and independently at random. The expected value of the distance between A and B in T, that is the number of edges in the unique path between A and B, is rounded off to 2 decimal places. We have to round it that answer. So for 46, we will get the answer as 4.25. Now suppose y is distributed uniformly in the open interval 1/6. The probability that the polynomial, this expression, has only real roots is what? So again we have to round it this to 1 decimal. So for 47, our answer is 0.8. Now let sigma be the set of all bijunction from 1 to 5 to 1 to 5, right, where id denote the identity function, that is this. Let denote a function on functions for string x equals to this expression. Consider the language L. The minimum number of state in any DFA accepting L is dash. So for 48, our answer is 120 to 120, right? That is 120. Now consider the 15 machines need to be connected in a LAN using 8-port Ethernet switches. Assume that these switches do not have any separate uplink ports. The minimum number of switches needed to. So for 49, our answer is 3. For 50, what is the minimum number of 2 input NQR gate required to implement a 4 variable function represent in some of the min terms forms as f equals to this. Assume that all the inputs and their complement are variable. So for 50, our answer is 3. A relational database contains 2 tables, student and performance, as shown below. The primary key of the student table is roll number. For the performance table, the column roll number and subject code together from the primary key. Consider the SQL query given below, right? So the number of row written by the above SQL query is, so for 51, our answer will be 5. Now consider the following C program. This is the program. The number of time the variable sum will be printed when the above program is executed is, so for 52 our answer is 5. Consider the following C program. This one, the output of the above C program is, so for 53 10, we will get the answer once we will hit and try this condition. In an RSA crypto system, the value of the public module parameter n is 3007 if it is also known that this, where psi denotes Euler totient function, then the prime factor of n which is greater than 50 is, so for 54 our answer will be 97. Now 55 is, consider the following relation, this one and this. How many tuples will be returned by the following relation algebra query? So for 55 our answer will be 1. So yeah, this was all about this GATE 2019 papers, right? I'll come up with more papers. Stay tuned. All right. Thanks.